Hello, welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead Podcast. We are the Two Chicks. Yay!
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Aaron, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone, welcome to episode 19.
Yep, of the Two Chicks Homestead Podcast.
Yep.
So, we're going to talk about the Self Reliance Festival.
Yep.
And the fact that we are not organized enough to pre-record anything, and now we come home and we're sick.
Yes.
So, it is what it is.
Yep. I don't know if it was weather change or whatever, or we had this beforehand before we left, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't feel bad before we left, or else we probably wouldn't have gone,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's, I don't know if it was probably the mix of all the dust, and because it was pretty dry down there.
It was very dry down there, and we camped.
Yep.
So, we got it the whole time.
Yep. So, yep, we're home. We're just doing this real quick, so we'll
Yeah.
give you guys a rundown on what everything we did down there.
Yep.
So, we got down there Friday about 1 o'clock, so it's about an eight and a half hour ride for us.
Yeah. It really goes quick.
Yeah, I mean, straight down 39 to 57 through Kentucky and Tennessee, and once you get into Kentucky, it's what, like an hour and a half,
Yeah, something like that.
maybe two.
Yeah.
So, but the drive flies from where we are.
Yeah. Well, we're always talking.
Right.
And when it's just the two of us and no kids, it's,
Yeah.
smooth.
Yep. I don't even think we really had music going. I know we
Barely. Hardly ever. Yeah.
we had the ham radio going in the car, but even at that, we didn't hear anybody.
Yeah, it was just kind of nice to chill.
Yep.
But yeah, we got there and said hi.
Yep.
And-
Walked in, saw John and Amanda, said hi. Went up to Nicole, said hi. And Mama Sauce was there as well.
Yep.
Talked to her for a little bit.
And we went shopping before everybody got there at SOE. So we
Yep.
made sure we got...
You got yourself a clothes bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 2 mason jar koozies. And I got a bag for the Wolf River coil antenna.
Well, I'm taking one of those cozies because I already put my patch on it. So
That's fine.
Yeah.
Good enough for me. Oh, yeah, we got a whole bunch of patches, too.
Yeah.
That was the other thing.
Yeah.
And we got some 3D printed combat cocks.
Yes, from, I'm going to get the name wrong, but Lord Drac.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the last name because I don't know for sure what his last name is. I know what it is, but I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
But
So I got like a teal blue one, and then we got the girls like a metallic purple, which
yeah,
looks really cool.
Yeah, they were really excited about that. They have their own, we call them war roosters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then their gummy bear patches, pink gummy bear patches. So
Yeah.
They were excited.
They like those.
Yeah.
They love those teddy bear patches.
Yeah.
And the gummy bears.
Yeah. Are they teddy bears?
Yeah.
Oh,
The gummy bears.
They're gummy bears. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gummy bears.
Yeah.
So then I got set up Friday night. Hung out with a bunch of people. We set up the radio to the HF.
Yeah.
You got to read some of your book.
I did. I am like halfway through Surviving Home, the second
Yes.
in the series.
Yes.
So I'm on par for the next book club. I will do it.
Yep. That book gets a little dark.
Yeah. I got through some parts that were interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's some stuff that's in there that makes you go, oh
yeah.
boy.
Yeah. I had to walk away a little bit.
Yep. I know exactly what parts
Yep.
you're talking about too, and I had to put the book down too. Where I had to take it out of my ears for a little bit and stop listening.
Yeah. Just kind of process that part.
Yep.
But yeah, we camped the whole time.
Yep. Brought a whole bunch of
We
freeze-dried
brought
meals.
freeze-dried meals. So last time you went,
Yep.
you said you survived on jerky and cheese.
Yep.
And I said, no, we're not doing that this time. So I brought some canned pork stew. We had that the
Yeah.
first night.
Yep.
And then freeze-dried eggs and ham for breakfast. And they were amazing.
Yeah, that was
They're
so
perfect.
nice having like a real breakfast.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've been trying to get those freeze-dried eggs to cook properly, and I've had nothing but trouble. And then here we are,
Yeah.
camping, and it's like, well, I'll bring them, but I don't think they're going to work.
Yeah.
But
on a like $30
camp stove.
and like a $10 walk.
Yeah.
That is, the cheapest things we can get our hands on.
And it was like, these are perfect. They taste and look like eggs. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah, and fried up some freeze-dried ham, and yeah, it was good.
Absolutely. And then coffee, brought the French press.
Yes, brought the French press. Thank you to Josh from Liberty Meat Solutions for helping me with my French press coffee, and Brian too.
Yeah.
My French press questions.
Yeah.
I had been practicing the whole week before, making coffee in the French press, and I'm telling you about this in the car on the way home, yes. I've been practicing, I've got it down, I forgot my coffee scooper, but no big deal. And I said, yeah, and I would heat up the water in the kettle, and I went, oh crap, I forgot the water kettle. So we had to
detour to Walmart
in Paducah, Kentucky.
Yep.
And get a water kettle to heat the water.
Yep, because that's about where we were when we realized, shit, it's missing. So we have to jump off the highway and go find a Walmart.
Yep.
So if you know of that Walmart in Paducah, Kentucky, let us know.
Yeah. But I got the cutest water kettle.
Oh yeah,
really
and you're
cute.
always going to remember that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yep. So yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So once we got settled, we got the ham radio set up. I played Friday night and Saturday night, and I made 13 contacts, including Suleiman, which is southern South America, Italy, and I got K8MRD, who's a YouTuber. I got him doing a POTA down in Texas,
Nice.
Which is the first time I'd ever actually heard him on the air, which was kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing pretty good just out in the middle of a
Yep.
running off a field,
Yeah, running off battery power, vertical antenna, solar power, got the solar panel.
So now you're set for field day.
I'm set for field day. That was a very good test.
Yeah.
Well, I got Sylvania too, but he's pretty easy to get.
Yeah.
It's always the same guy that's on.
And then you met those other people doing it too.
Yep. It was Steve, and I don't remember the other guy's name.
There was Greg.
Yeah, I think Greg.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
He had a pretty nice setup in his car. It was like a 7100, all custom. The head unit was sunk into the dash, and then custom built tray in the back to hold the radio body, and there was a 500 watt amp back there. So you can run 500 watts in the car, which is pretty freaking good.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Yep.
Yeah, then Saturday morning was like the start of everything, all the speakers and just all the stuff going on. There were a lot of really big speakers.
Yeah.
And people that, we've listened to, people that we haven't really listened to, but we've heard,
Right.
people we listen to talk about them.
Yep.
And then, we volunteered at the ticket booth for a couple hours, so we missed a couple, but we were able to go back and watch the streams of those. But
right.
We didn't, we saw a lot of the people that we wanted to see.
Yeah. I think day one was Billy Bond.
Yeah, Nicole Sauce, Billy Bond. We missed both of those, but got to watch.
Then I went to go watch Nick Ferguson. His presentation, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
So I'll have to look into that. He did a lot on how to use your fruit trees and kind of keep it, close the system off and use that to feed some of your animals. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. I was listening to Ken Berry, who is the keto doctor down in Camden, Tennessee. He's really, really interesting to listen to. Yeah. He really gets you motivated to change things. And now we're doing okay. We're doing pretty good with it.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I haven't weighed myself or measured myself, and I'm really not worried about it. It's either going to work or it isn't. Yeah,
I was, and I felt like it wasn't working, and I got kind of lost. But yeah, it's just trying to listen to how you feel.
Yeah, I feel better. I'm able to move around a little bit better. So.
Yeah, and then who was after that? Saturday is kind of a blur.
Yeah, Saturday we were kind of walking around a lot because we got to meet Brian and Corey
from the Lots Project, and Baby Walter and Company.
Yep.
Those are their two content.
Yep, their social media content pages.
Yes.
And we finally got to sit down with them and talk to them for a couple hours, so it was a lot of chatting with that.
Yeah.
I have to go back and look at this schedule.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of Saturday.
Yeah.
I think we did a lot of walking around.
Yeah.
Seeing the vendors and going inside and...
Jake Drum.
Yes,
was the medical
the
one.
EMT, yes. And we bought a lot of stuff from him.
Yeah. He was by far the biggest booth that we spent the money on.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, we got, a bunch of tourniquets and a suture kit. I forgot about that. I want to look at that.
Yeah,
a whole little practice rubber suture thing.
Yep. And practice how to sew chickens and rabbits up.
Yeah. And maybe people, but hopefully not people.
Hopefully, yeah, exactly. Maybe not. But yeah, we got, 8 tourniquets?
Yeah. you
never know. It's worth to have it.
We've got that axe throwing thing in the back.
That is true.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. Throw us,
to have a couple tourniquets hanging somewhere.
Yeah, throw a SWAT tee out there and maybe a standard one.
Get a little waterproof case or something for them to sit in.
Yep.
You never know.
No.
But yeah.
That was
Saturday.
really
Saturday wasn't as many. Sunday.
Saturday there was a lot, but there wasn't a lot that we were watching.
Yeah.
It was definitely the bigger names on Sunday.
Yeah. And Sunday morning we got our seats. We brought our chairs under the tent and we were parked there for quite a while because that was
Spirko.
Jack Spirko.
Then John Willis.
Bear Independent
was...
Yeah, if you haven't
cow.
listened to him speak, he's very motivating.
Yeah.
And really interesting.
That guy is a big dude.
Yeah.
And he is intimidating.
Yes.
But the way he talks about community is what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really good. Yeah. And I have followed him for a while on social media just because I've heard John Willis talk about him.
Yeah, he did a ton of work with the Kentucky and Tennessee tornadoes that went through last year.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and he's doing something with, trafficking.
Yeah, it's Grindstone Ministries.
Building houses or something for kids to stay in.
He's rescuing kids that are picked up in cross-border trafficking.
Yeah, so it was
Grindstone Ministries.
Yeah, so... And then he does, I forgot, I wanted to look back, he does, that medical pack. And I don't remember what the name of that website was, but it was
we'll find it.
The medical pack that you could get.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go digging. I know if we probably start off at bearindependent.com or Grindstone Ministries, we could probably find the other section.
Yeah.
And it was nice to hear his no bullshit approach to community.
Yeah. There are people out there doing these things.
Yeah.
And it's working.
It's from what he was talking, it's absolutely working out by him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take bullshit.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, but then there was the Fortress Canine.
Oh, yeah, that was the afternoon.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah, that was Saturday.
Okay, I think I missed their original talk, but got to see the
dogs in action.
Yes. He put on the whole bite suit.
Yep.
And, those dogs...
So I'm sitting there, hearing this dude talk about these trained dogs that are it's a Belgian Malinois, German Shepherd, and a Dutch Shepherd. Are the 3 dogs that he brought. And he's got different packages. So he's got some that are good with bite training, some that are good with just home defense stuff. But these dogs, all 3 of them were just crashed out on the picnic tables.
Yeah.
Just wanting to get pet, just pet me, love me, do whatever. But they got in that fenced-in area as he's putting the bite suit on.
It was time to go to work.
They were, holy cow.
Yeah.
I mean, they about knocked him over.
Yeah. I think you took a video of it, so
yeah,
maybe
I
we'll
got
have
a
to
video,
see
so
if we can post it up.
I got a picture of them sleeping on the stage beforehand, and then I got the 30-second video of his wife letting the dogs go.
Yeah, okay.
And just rushing him.
We'll have to see if we can post that up on our Facebook page or something.
Yep. I keep forgetting about that. I forgot I took that. We didn't have internet all weekend.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, there was hardly any internet service. It was hot.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. There was a lot going on. It was, the drive home was just, really processing it all. Because it's just so much information you want to take in.
Absolutely. I mean, we had several long conversations about random stuff on the way home.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I mean, once again, we didn't have a whole lot of music on the way home, and I did all the driving again.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard for me, I'm the one who does the up and down, because I know kind of where we're going.
Yeah. I offered to drive.
I know. This is the third time that I've been down there. And it's going that way, and it's a nice drive.
Yeah. I feel like we're missing somebody from Sunday, but I just can't remember.
And then they did the together.
Yeah, the panel discussion.
Yeah, panel discussion. Then John Bush was also there.
Yes, that's who it was. It was John Bush.
The panel discussion was good. That was a nice, no BS. You can ask us what you want to ask us, and if we'll answer it, we'll answer it.
Yeah.
And there were some questions they asked, and you didn't get an answer for it, because we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
That was kind of nice.
Yeah, I really, I'd heard of Billy Bond from Perma Pastures, but I don't know, it's like you just sometimes just don't go that next step of really watching them. And so it was really interesting I did listen to his speech this morning.
Okay.
On the video about his chicken tractor on steroids and all the different composting things. So it was really interesting, and I really liked listening to him talk.
Okay.
Especially during that panel. That's when I saw him live.
Cool.
So it was really cool I could have listened to them a lot longer.
Yeah.
Than what it was.
It was about an hour they were talking, and then that was it.
Yep.
You get your questions in, and if we're going to answer it, we'll answer it. If not, and once that hour hit, fest closed.
Yep.
Bye.
But yeah, I mean, I think overall, I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't either with this one. I had been to the first one, and there were maybe 150, 200 people at the first one.
Yeah.
And this one was 550 to 650.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, if you even think that you want to go, just buy the $35 ticket.
Yeah, I don't know what the
or whatever.
Be.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. But this last time, when we worked the booth and people were coming in spending $75 a head.
Yeah.
For kids and everything, and that's what the price was. And
yep, the price is the price.
Yeah, it's I
mean, even at $75, it was still worth it.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you learn, you network, you get to see some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
You get to talk to some people that are really doing some hard work.
Yeah.
And not just talking about doing that work.
Right. But yeah, it was fun.
Yep. And then once we get done with that, we packed up. Well, we packed up Sunday morning because we weren't planning on staying Sunday night there.
Right.
Because that was the hotter day of the two. It was like 98.
Yeah.
99.
Yeah, we stayed at Melissa's house.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for that.
And she's with Honeybee.
Honeybee Kitchen and Mercantile.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Well, we're probably butchering that. It's something like that. Yeah. We'll post. I mean, we've posted it before. We'll post it again. She does all the spices, which are all amazing.
Yeah, and then she did some of the catering too.
Yes, she had one of the food booths there, which we never ate any of the food there.
Nope.
It was just it looked delicious. It was too hot.
Yeah, we stayed light with our stuff.
Yeah.
And,
didn't want to push our limits, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the weather couldn't have been better.
Yeah, I mean, it was hot, but it's better than the alternative that they were calling for a week ahead of time.
Yeah, storms
which was
the whole time, yeah.
Storms and rain both days.
Yeah, and just the timing, Sunday night would have been hot out in the tent, so it was perfect.
Yeah, because I don't think it dropped below 80 at night.
Yeah. Yep.
It was a little humid and pretty toasty when we woke up and left at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
So.
But overall, I mean, it was really cool to go.
Yep.
There were a lot of big names there. We got to meet people that we've been talking to for a while now, and
meet some new people, shake some hands, and
yeah, I know when we first got we had to get like the
badges,
the badges, to show that we had paid, and I gave my name, and the lady was like, oh, "From Two Chicks Homestead," and it was like, yeah. Like, and then another lady, and if you were listening, and you were the couple that were standing there and said, "Oh my gosh, Two Chicks Homestead podcast, we listened to that," I have no idea who you were, and I think it was like I wasn't even in the zone yet of like, hey, what's your name? Like, it was like, we're here, and oh my gosh, this is huge.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. But that, like, made my day that, someone said, oh my gosh, Two Chicks Homestead. It was like, we're like nobodies, but that's awesome. Like, that really made my day.
And we saw Dawn and her husband.
Yeah.
He was her husband, right?
I think so.
They saw them, talked to them for a little bit, and Corey and Brian from Watts Project. Hung out with Nicole for a little bit, talked to John and Amanda. Talked to Jack Spirko for a few minutes.
And his wife, Dorothy.
His wife, Dorothy, is really
Yeah, we talked
nice.
to her for a while.
Yeah. She is super nice.
Yeah.
So, that was a lot of fun chit-chatting with her. And then Jeremy down at SOE, we got to talk to him for a little while up by the gate. Yeah. That was kind of fun. Talk to somebody who actually works there.
Yeah.
Super cool dude.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name was, or his last name was.
Yeah,
but
it's Jeremy, and you're not going to... The thing is with SOE, we're not going to put out last names.
Yeah.
Because we don't need people knowing that's who it is that works there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, even if I had his last name, we're not putting that out.
Yeah.
So, but Jeremy, if you ever listen to this, thanks for the chat by the front gate. That was a lot of fun. So.
But yeah, so if you ever get a chance to go, check it out at least once.
Yeah.
You
or
gotta
just if you're driving through Camden or even the western part of Tennessee, just stop in.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Because, I mean, if they have the time, they will make the time to show you whatever you want.
Absolutely. I mean, this is now the third time we've stopped there, I think.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, this is the third time. One other time you and I stopped driving through to go to Nicole's for the LFTN workshop.
Yeah, so that was just a random day.
Yeah, it was a random day. We walked in and we got like a 30-minute tour on some stuff.
Yeah.
You wanted to see the wicking beds and the freeze dryer before we had ordered the freeze dryer, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if we had already.
Or maybe we had ordered it.
I think we had ordered it.
We had just gotten it maybe, and you wanted to see theirs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was well worth the trip. It was a little bit in fuel. Fuel was a little bit higher than I thought it was going to be, but at least gas down in Kentucky is $1 cheaper than it is up here.
And we didn't have to pay for bed, room and board and stuff. So
no, you just paid $35 for the tickets. I think it was $350 in fuel, which is not horrible, with all things said.
Yep. A couple days away.
Yep, and then just whatever we spent down there. And the other thing is I won one of the giveaways.
That's right.
So we got to play with this thing. I won one of the EMP shields.
Yeah.
So I got to mess with that and get that installed in the ham radio gear.
Yeah, we looked at the booth. It probably wouldn't have been something that we would have bought straight, new. But now that you won it, it's like, shoot.
Yeah, play with it.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So if it goes in easy, maybe we'll order the other end for the antenna instead of and go that route too.
Yeah, and if there's ever an EMP, we'll let you all know if we're still here.
Yeah, I mean that's that's really about it. Catch us on HF if it's working.
We'll let you know one way or another.
Yep. So, is
Yeah,
that pretty much about
I
it?
think that's pretty much it.
All right.
We, we're sick.
Yep.
We came home, and both of us immediately got colds and coughs, and
Yeah.
I don't know. So
It's not COVID. It's it's got to be
it's just
allergies.
stuff.
And,
It's post festival funk
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
Just with it being 100 degrees today, it was a rough day today.
Yeah.
I came home a little bit early.
so we'll eventually get back onto like real
Yep.
episodes, but we're busy. Everybody's busy, and we know everybody's busy.
Yep. So, oh yeah, and what'd you do tonight?
I hosted Fireside Freedom.
You did.
I did, and I think it went okay. It's still.
It did.
I mean, live streaming is a whole other animal.
Yep.
I mean, this is now the fourth time.
It was something.
Yeah. And I am not witty,
No.
and I'm not quick.
You are to an extent.
So, yeah, to not be able to sit there and like process something and have it be dead air.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, I think.
You did really good though for your first time.
Thanks.
Jumping on and doing it.
It worked.
Yep. So we're recording this after we got the girls to bed after Fireside Freedom.
Yes. So I'm kind of talked out.
And then, yeah, I would imagine we're going to be going to bed here in a couple of minutes
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So get some sleep, and we'll load this up tomorrow and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you on the homestead where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.